but in the last 24 hours of the market, Leeds did something important for Cody Gakpo. Hey guys, welcome back on the channel from Fabrizio Romano, as always together to discuss about the transfer market, also right now when the window is closed. But guys, many things happened behind the scenes and I want to enter with you into two important stories of the last 24 hours of the transfer market between day 31 of August and day 1st of September. What happened for these two stories? Let's jump into it together. And guys, I want to start with this man, Cody Gakpo, because it's been a crazy summer for Cody Gakpo, with many clubs interested in signing him, many clubs from England, and not only keen on signing this really big talent from PSV Eindhoven. But what happened during August, guys? Cody Gakpo had an agreement on personal terms with Manchester United. So Cody Gakpo had this dream of Man United. It was agreed on personal terms because the player was ready to say yes to Man United, a 5-year deal, everything was ready, but he was the backup option in case the Antony deal was not going through, and then Man United were able to sign Antony, so they're more than happy like this. But Cody Gakpo is a player that has always been in Man United list, and they were prepared to bid in case the Antony deal was going to be off, but it never happened. So it was only a contact with player side. He has the same agents of Erik ten Hag, so Man United was a fantastic opportunity for the player. So Man United signed Antony and nothing happened on that side, but in the last 24 hours of the market, Leeds did something important for Cody Gakpo. Because what happened? On day 31, around lunchtime, one day before the end of the market, Southampton submitted a proposal for Cody Gakpo. Really important bid. PSV never accepted, it was still in negotiation, and during the negotiations, Southampton, PSV, Leeds made during the night, the last night of the transfer market, a really important bid. It was accepted by PSV. They were prepared to say yes, and also ready to be accepted on player side because Cody Gakpo agreed personal terms with Leeds. But what happened? During the night, Louis van Gaal, the manager of the Dutch national team, called on player side and told them that the best opportunity for the player was to stay at PSV till the World Cup and then to make his move maybe in January or maybe next summer. Cody Gakpo decided to stay at PSV. PSV were more than happy to, at the end, reject the proposal because of player ideas and to keep the player at the club. But this Van Gaal call was really important for Cody Gakpo. So this is how the deal collapsed. Imagine that Leeds already had a private flight ready for Cody Gakpo to join Leeds on Thursday morning. So everything was ready. Leeds director was there in England, from England to Holland to complete the deal, but it collapsed. So Cody Gakpo was really one step away from joining Leeds, but he had this Man United deal in place for many and many weeks before the end of the market. So Cody Gakpo is one to watch because I'm told that Leeds in January will try again for Gakpo. Leeds are obsessed with Cody Gakpo, the manager, the president, the director, and so they will be back for Gakpo in January, but it's gonna be an open race because he's a top talent and many clubs want him. And guys, the other crazy story of the deadline day, in this case only deadline day, is Bamba Dieng, this player from Olympique Marseille, because what happened? Cody Gakpo deal collapsed for Leeds and they decided to go for Bamba Dieng. They reached an agreement with Marseille, 10 million euros add-ons and future percentage included, so everything was ready. The player goes to the airport, there is a flight ready for him to go to Leeds and then sign as Leeds player. But what happens? While he is at the airport, his agents receive a call from OGC Nice. So Nice called the player while he's going to the airport to fly to Leeds and sign as Leeds player. What happens? That they reach an agreement also with Marseille, so Nice improve their bid and reach an agreement with Marseille, so it's up to the player. And while the player is at the airport, at the private flight, ready to fly to Leeds, Leeds were convinced that the player was already traveling to England. They were waiting for him to have a medical and to sign a contract. But in reality, the player was still at the airport, waiting for Nice. His agent reached an agreement with Leeds, so everything was ready for go to Leeds, but at the end, OGC Nice hijack the deal. Nice reached an agreement with the player and with Marseille. So the player leaves the airport, he's no longer flying to Leeds and goes to Nice to prepare the contracts and undergo the medical. But during the night, before the end of the deadline day, there is an incredible news. The player hasn't passed his medical with Nice. So the deal is almost collapsed. Leeds decide to leave the negotiation. They don't want the player anymore. They are not happy with the player behavior. They sign Willy Gnonto, Italian talent from Zurich, on permanent deal, so they are more than happy with Gnonto. But Nice and Marseille are in a fight because of the situation of Dieng, because Marseille insists that the player is ready, is fit to make his move, while Nice say no, he hasn't passed the medical. So what happens? They spend the whole day of Friday negotiating, because in France, in Ligue 1, you have the possibility to make one transfer out of the window if the player is moving internally. In Ligue 1, it's called Joker, so you can do this kind of deal. They negotiate, they spend the whole day to try to find the right formula and complete this incredible Bamba Dieng deal, but it collapses. No agreement, and so Bamba Dieng stays at Marseille, no Nice, no Leeds, and it's incredible. Also, Cody Gakpo stays at PSV Eindhoven. This is the transfer market. And so guys, let me know your opinion on these two crazy stories of the transfer market, of the last 24 hours of the transfer market. Cody Gakpo, Bamba Dieng, what do you think about it? I wait for your comments. Here as always, remember to subscribe to the channel, like this video, turn on the notification bell. You will have here videos and contents every single day. And see you soon with Fabrizio Romano. Ciao!